Welcome to Eatonville. Today we're going to be making the new vegetarian option on our spring menu that we're going to be unveiling next week. It is a summer squash pudding. So for ingredients, you're going to want a day-old baguette, a yellow squash, a zucchini, some fresh thyme, some Gruyere and Parmesan mixed together, and a custard that's made from 4 whole eggs whipped with 2 cups of milk. So to start out, we're going to get some croutons going. I'm just going to cut off the edges of the baguette, kind of expose some of the open white bread. They don't have to be perfect since you're cooking them off and they'll be cooked in a custard anyway, but it's good to expose as much of it as you can. So now that we have the crust off, just going to kind of split it down the middle. Cut some croutons. So after these croutons are cut, we're going to cook them off in a 500-degree oven after they've been tossed with a little bit of melted butter and salt and pepper. The butter can be clarified and that way the milk solids won't burn. But since you're not going to see it anyway, it really doesn't matter. Next, we're going to cut some small dice out of our yellow squash. So I'm really trying to just get a nice flat end. Cut it about 1/3 to 1/2 of an inch thick. Kind of bring it over. Trying to get even pieces so they cook evenly. So now that we have these, we're going to saute them off in a little bit of hot butter, about a teaspoon of garlic, and some thyme. You want to make sure the thyme is actually cooked because it kind of releases that beautiful smell and taste. Now that we have all these portions done, we're going to actually mix a little bit of it together, kind of come together. We've got our cooked squash with the thyme and garlic, of course seasoned with some salt. We've got our large butter crisp croutons. We've got our custard mixture, pouring over it. And we'll add a decent amount of our cheese. We want to make sure that this is all kind of set up. Just mix it all around. We can actually leave the mixture for a couple of hours to more evenly set up, kind of like a bread pudding. But in this circumstance, safe of expedience, we'll kind of put it together right away. So we kind of get our bread pudding with our pieces of squash, carefully over it. It's going to grow because of the eggs, so you probably don't even want to fill it up that much. You can go a little bit less. Just keep in mind while you're cooking it that the custard will grow. So we want to cook this off in about a 300-degree oven for roughly 15 minutes. You want to make sure that there's no jiggle in it and the knife will come out clean, as we've done right here. And we kind of grilled off some zucchini slices to kind of go on top, kind of reiterate the squash pudding. And it's this very savory kind of thymy, cheesy, creamy bread pudding that I remember not liking particularly as a kid, but I didn't really like Gruyere cheese or really a lot of vegetables growing up. So this is wonderful if you like meat or if you don't like meat. Thank you.